If you're a year 11 or 12 HSC Standard Maths student or a parent watching this with them, let me make a very clear promise to you up front. In the next 2 weeks, we'll fix how you study for maths, how you translate that content into the exam, how you finish tests on time, how you stop losing marks on silly mistakes, how you fix algebra properly, and how you can finally solve those long, wordy questions in the exam. And if that's not for you, this program isn't for you. Click off this video. And the reason I can open and confidently say this is because I don't teach standard math like school subjects. I teach it like an exam system. Now, let me make something clear about this very early as well. This program isn't where we dump more content onto students, and it's not about studying for long hours in the holiday. In fact, if you think the solution is more notes or more past papers or wanting to see how it goes next term, that mindset is exactly why results don't change. And I'll explain why. Here's what I hear constantly from students. I study for long hours, but nothing changes. I know the content, but still flunk the exams. I run out of time. I lose marks on silly mistakes. I don't actually know what the question's asking for. And I suck with wordy questions. And parents say some version of, they put the hours in, but the marks don't reflect that. Here's the truth most people don't like hearing. Standard math isn't a content problem, it's a translation problem. And students aren't falling behind because they don't try. They're failing because no one's ever shown them how to turn what they learn into the exam marks and under pressure. So what most students do instead, they write pages and pages of notes that they never use, study with no clear structure, cram long practice sessions twice a week, do practice papers without properly analyzing mistakes, memorize answers instead of fixing and thinking what's actually causing the mistake. And that's the stuff that feels productive, but it doesn't actually move marks. So my name's Andrew Malcolm. I failed math in year 11 and topped the state in year 12. And for the last 5 years, I've been helping standard math students score a band 6 with my company, ACM Tuition. And I didn't top the state because I was naturally good at maths, but because I actually understood how the exam works. And since then, I've helped multiple students score 100%. Students go from 50 to 98%. James, who was in our last holiday program, go from 60 to 92%. And these weren't miracle students. They were students who finally learned a system. Now, before I explain how the program works, let me get this very, very clear on who the program is not for. And it's not for students who are forced by their parents to go into tutoring or who just don't want an improvement. This isn't a babysitting, right? This is for people who really want a result. And if you're specifically looking for one-on-one, face-to-face tutoring, this isn't for you. We do one-on-one, but it's not face-to-face. If that's your main concern and not the band 6, I can't help you. It's not for students who are using the wait and see for next term to see how they go. And it's not for students who think the teacher or the school is the only problem and there's nothing they can do. If that's you, then this program won't work. I'm not interested, I can't help you. But if you're a student who wants a band 6, or you're a parent who wants a clear pathway instead of just hoping next term is better, then this is built specifically for you. Over 2 weeks in small groups of just 5 students and one-on-one sessions, in 6 hours total of live online teaching, we fix the exact things that cost marks. By the end of the program, students leave with a personalized study program of what they need to be doing, when they need to do it, for 20 minutes each day, a clear weakness map, a band 6 level question bank, a step-by-step exam checklist, and if it's this question, I do this question playbook for all standard math questions. Not motivation, not more content, a full action plan for the school term. Here's exactly how the summer program works. First, we diagnose what they're actually struggling with. And it's not just content. People say content's the issue because they don't know how to study, and so they don't know how to translate the content into the exam, and then they're running out of time, and then they make silly mistakes. We want to fix the root issue and get to the bottom of that. The second step is we fix the study system. I don't want endless notes or random practice or long, efficient study sessions. Students will get short, structured study blocks, an exact roadmap of what to do and when, a system that fits around school and not fights. This immediately fixes the I study a lot, but nothing changes problem. For example, Kobe was a national level basketball player. He didn't have time to study for 6 hours a day. So we gave him a 20-minute plan that worked specifically for him and his schedule. A couple weeks later, he went from 50 to 98%. And step 3 is how we translate content into exam marks. This is the part that schools don't teach very well. We show students how to actually read the question properly, how to decode what the examiners actually want, how to structure working so marks aren't lost, how to avoid silly mistakes before they even happen, how to handle algebra cleanly and efficiently, how to break down wordy questions without freezing. Because really, standard math becomes predictable when you know the patterns. Step 4 is speed and accuracy and confidence. Finishing tests on time isn't a matter of being fast. It's about knowing what to do instantly, avoiding overworking, and again, knowing what the question is asking for and having frameworks instead of panicking. And that's where confidence actually comes from. But I hear this from people all the time. We'll wait and see how we go next term. Look, waiting doesn't fix system. It just delays results. Or maybe my child needs a break over the holidays. Like, this isn't burnout. This is literally like 6 hours over 2 weeks, right? To save hundreds of hours of wasted study over the school term. Or maybe my child won't engage unless it's one-on-one, face-to-face. Look, I've taught hundreds of students, and if you're the anomaly, I commend you. I've transitioned students from face-to-face to online, and it makes no difference. If you're gonna climb Mount Everest, would you rather climb it by yourself or with a group of people who can actually get to the top of the mountain? And finally, is it worth the cost, right? The program is 197 or 297, depending on the timing. One subject done properly can change it. ATAR outcomes, confidence across all the other subjects, how to actually study, and improve results for the end of year. Cheap fixes don't produce band 6 outcomes. This isn't about cramming for one exam. It's about ownership, systems, accountability, knowing exactly what to do. And once a student understands the system, it starts to compound. So here's what I want you to do next. Below this video is a short application. If it looks like you're a good fit, you'll secure a spot in the 2-week summer program. You'll get the early bird bonus and go into the next term with a clear, confident plan of how to crush out standard math. If it's not a good fit, I'll tell you honestly, and look, either way, doing nothing's the only guaranteed way that nothing changes. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start fixing the problem properly, apply now.